Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Tara and today's video has something to do with these clothes that I have hanging up on my mirror in my living room. Today I'm going to be taking you through my autumn winter staple pieces, I guess. So if you guys would like to see my autumn winter firm fashion favourites, then stick around and I hope you enjoy. Before I get started, I will say there is a lot of monochrome going on in my autumn winter wardrobe. In my wardrobe in general, pretty much everything is black and white now. I just find it, or grey, and you can just add bits of colour here and there to make the outfit more interesting. Like a lot of you guys, I am a student too, so I don't have a lot of room for my clothes, so I need to be really careful with the pieces I pick. So this year I've opted for a very, a kind of a good foundation in basics and a lot of monochromes. The first few pieces I've chosen are things that you guys might have similar versions of in your wardrobe from the summer and you want to get a bit more wear out of them and take them into autumn winter. Another piece from Misguided that I'm using as an example is this little play suit here. It has that strappy cami look to it and a nice sort of v-neck, but this is really easy again to bring into autumn winter. Obviously because it's leather, I mean in the summer you could have just worn it with nothing underneath. In the winter you can pair it up with a nice tailored white shirt underneath with a nice collar on it and as well some tights, and again you're good to go and you've got a really chic edgy outfit which is totally appropriate for the daytime in winter. I do have a growing number of Misguided items in my wardrobe, so this is the last one I'll mention, I promise. The one thing I do love about autumn winter is that you can wear like a ton of leather and it's just totally normal and totally practical, and this is something I picked up early in the summer. I bought it on Misguided again and it was just a basic pair of leatherette shorts with that sort of sports looks. Thick kind of ruched waistband, and it just has a cute little pocket on the bum, and these are just a nice loose fitting pair of leather shorts. Again in the winter these look great with some really thick tights. I know tights is like an obvious thing to put in the winter, but it can really just transform and bring some of your summer pieces back through winter and give them a totally different look. So these with tights and a nice kind of, like a knitted polo neck, something like that, like a knitted polo neck jumper, like a slouchy one over it, would just look so nice. And those two items are going to be an outfit post this week, so do keep an eye on my blog taramaritails.com for those, and if they're already up they will be linked in the top line of the description for you guys. As I just touched on the subject of turtlenecks a little bit, I have been loving them this year. They're 90s fabulous. Something I really didn't like when I was a kid, I guess, but I'm absolutely loving them this year. I have them in nearly every single colour: black, white, grey, mustard even, everything, and I just think they're the best piece for winter. They're cozy, they're warm, they're thermal, and they look edgy. They're really in this year. They're everywhere and I've been just on the hunt for the perfect collection of turtlenecks lately. In this video I've included two different types for you guys. There's, I guess, two different types that you can get. If you're like me and you're after getting rid of a lot of your colourful pieces from summer and you're totally in that like monochrome zone, a great way to like inject some colour is colours like mustard. We after getting a bit tired of like things like neons and bright colours this year, so things like mustard inject a good dose of colour into your wardrobe without being too bright, because mustard is sort of slightly greyed down, more muted yellow. It's not as bright. I just think this colour in particular is a great one for autumn winter. Like I said, it's not too bright but it still injects a lot of colour into your very dark wintry outfit, so I definitely recommend picking up something like that if you see it. Another one of my favourite styles of turtleneck or polo neck or whatever you want to call it. I got this one fairly recently. It's already in an outfit post which I will leave again in the top line of the description for you guys, but I absolutely love this outfit. This piece feels very me at the moment, sort of really minimalistic and not overdone and very casual but sort of done at the same time. But you can look at the outfit post and tell me what you think, but these pieces are great to layer up as different kind of textures, especially with things like leather. I think this on its own is a quite boring piece, and if you were to just to wear it with jeans it would look quite plain and average. But I think once you start layering up with like leathers and more edgy sort of fabrics and nice kind of statement bags and statement shoes, I think they really come into their own. I found it so difficult to find this knitted men's style sort of turtleneck sweater that was thin but still was knitted and not clingy, baggier kind of men's fit, because these ones I have quite a lot of, but they're all quite tight fitting. But I wanted something that was a really slouchy sort of knit, again would look great with the little shorts and tights. For some reason I just found it really hard to find these ones with the ribbed cuffs and the ribbed kind of bottom of the jumper. Still quite lightweight and warm at the same time. I don't know, I just find it really hard to find them, but eBay came through. I found one eBay seller who sells these in a few different great autumn winter colours. I'm thinking of picking up the black and the burgundy myself in these, and they're just great. I got mine in a size medium, so it's a great slouchy fit. You can tuck this tight bit in or leave it sort of loose and baggy, and it looks really nice. I prefer a men's fit. I find the women's ones either come down too long or have a really fussy turtleneck or polo neck, and they're just too much. So I really like the understated, more men's look, and you can get them pretty reasonably priced as well. Another piece which has been a lifesaver any days that I don't really want to wear leather is these Romney jeans, boyfriend style. Zara always has ones like this stocked for a pretty reasonable price if you want something similar. These they're made to be high-waisted, but I actually wear them, I've lost a little bit of weight, so I wear them a little bit more low hung on my hip now. And again, with things like those baggy jumpers, just kind of tucked in with a nice pair of heels or kind of heeled boots. They look really casual, but in a sort of a Victoria Turner-Gren sort of chic way. I mean, she's one of my favourite bloggers, so I take a lot of inspiration from the pieces that she buys, because she's a great way of not buying a ton but creating a lot of different outfits from them. So again, having a capsule collection wardrobe for me is really, really important, and I find that just a boyfriend pair of ripped jeans just is so carefree and has that edgy sort of look to it as well. So I find those are great and literally go with any top in my wardrobe. If they're still on Romney, I would put them in the down bar for you guys, as well as everything else. And lastly, we have the leather trouser. Something I've been a huge fan of for about the last month is leather trousers. They're just amazing for autumn winter, and I've picked up some great pieces this year. I've got one tight pair, which is my River Island pair. You would have seen these in my last haul. I will link that down below for you guys if you want to watch it afterwards. But basically, I did a little high street shop and I picked these up in River Island for £35, but I believe they're €35 in Ireland, so they're actually cheaper to pick up in Ireland, I believe. And you can also pick them up online as well, but I got mine in the size 10, and they're just skinny faux leather trousers with a gorgeous matte look to them. They don't look like super fake or anything, and they've got cute pockets on the back. These are my first lower waisted pair of pants in a really long time, but I find that they stay up really well. They don't like sag down, they're really comfortable to wear. And again, if you're wearing really oversized jumpers and you want a more skinny, tight fitting pants, these just look really good. I think they're a really nice, not cheap looking leather, and I find that just having one good pair of leather trousers, a good quality pair, have really paid off. I've just been wearing them non-stop. To complement those, the days where I'm wearing slightly tighter tops, I tend to go for a baggier bottom, and I've gone for these ASOS I don't know, like looser fit peg leg trousers. Again, these are faux leather. I got them in a size 10 as well. Again, I wear them lower on the hip. You can wear them high-waisted, but just this particular size on me looks a little bit better, more hung on the hip a little bit, because they're a little bit bigger on me now. I just think they're gorgeous. They look really chic and really expensive. Again, these were in a haul a little while back to, I don't know, sort of make up for a Topshop unique pair that I never got my hands on. But these were like really close for like a fraction of the price. They have a nice little kind of pleating detail in them, and they've just got an overall slouchy leather look, which is huge for this autumn winter. Like, slouchy leather is everywhere. Slouchy leather jackets, slouchy leather trousers. So if you're not one for tight leather pants, maybe slightly looser fitting tailored leather pants like this might be a little bit more your style. Again, very warm for winter, just a great texture to layer up with. So definitely for autumn winter, leather is my absolute favorite. If you guys want to see how I style my leather for autumn winter lookbook, I would love to do that for you guys. So do like this video or comment below if you would like to see that, because I think that would be a really exciting video. I'm still waiting on a tripod. The last few weeks has been a balancing act with my camera, so I do apologise for any awkward angles and stuff like that, but I cannot wait to get my hands on a new tripod so I can film some lookbooks for you guys. That is the sole reason I haven't done any as of yet this year, really. I don't think I've done any since I've moved into my new flat, which is fairly depressing. Hopefully I'll have a new tripod by next week. That was the video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Do let me know if you want maybe another one of these videos where I kind of show you what's on my rail. I can't actually find my rail at the moment, which is why I had to use my lovely mirror in my living room. But do let me know if you want me to do like a winter kind of staples, like when it gets closer to the winter time and Christmas time, and maybe I'll do a summer one next year as well. Before you guys ask, my top is from Shein site, and of course the link will be down below. So I hope you've all had a lovely day, guys. Till the next one.